Hello, and welcome to Coaching Corner with me, Tracy Forsyth. So, one of my favorite of the Greek myths is the myth of Sisyphus. So, Sisyphus was condemned to push a boulder up a hill, only for when it got to the top for it to roll back down again. So, same rock, same hill, pushing it up, watching it roll down over and over for eternity. And in the past, maybe in my youth, I've been known to groan, oh, it's a Sisyphean task. Pretentious, moi? No, pas du tout. Anyway, have you got some boulders, some Sisyphean tasks going on? You know, where you're pushing the rock up the hill, you're watching it roll back down, and it feels like you are repeating it forever. Well, for Sisyphus, it was a punishment. It was supposed to be a punishment, so he had no choice. But what I see frequently in real life, modern life, is that many of us are pushing boulders up the hill, but nobody really is forcing us to. Whether, it's the same job we've outgrown, whether it's, things that we're kind of burdening ourselves with where we don't really need to, whether it's kind of patterns in relationships or work relationships, same frustrations that keep showing up in different forms. And so, boulders, not because we have to push them, but either because we can't face changing anything, or maybe because we don't even realize we're pushing that same boulder up the hill. We don't recognize the pattern, right? So listen, if this is resonating with you, if you feel like you're pushing boulders uphill, only for them to fall down again and just on endless repeat, then, these are a few things that I recommend you do. Number one is to name the boulders. What are you repeatedly dealing with? What regularly feels like, a lot of effort and it's not going anywhere? So not vaguely, specifically, what is the job, the dynamic, the situation, the expectation? What is it? If it keeps coming back, then it's probably a boulder, a Sisyphean boulder, a Sisyphean task. Number two is to ask yourself some hard questions, right? Am I choosing this, or just not choosing to take action? Or choosing something different? There's this quote that I love. It's pretty tough. What you're not changing, you're choosing. So really thinking about the difference between I can't and I haven't, because I can't and I haven't. I can't do something and I haven't done something are often not the same thing. Number three is to identify what would make a real shift. What would actually stop you from pushing that same boulder up the hill and having it fall down? What would change it? Is it a conversation you're not having? Is a boundary that you're not drawing? Is it a decision that you're not making? So be honest with yourself, don't be polite. And number four, the last thing, is to really just choose your next move, whether it's small, big, whatever, just a small but real move. It doesn't have to be a big reinvention. It doesn't have to be, anything drastic, but, what is one clear action that can interrupt the pattern of you pushing that boulder up the hill? So no action means you're just going to have the same hill and the same rocks. And what can you do to kind of like put down that boulder, or just not stop pushing? All right, I hope that's helpful, and I will see you next week. Take care.